Hello and welcome to Education 407 at the University of Laverne. This is fall semester 2022 and my name is Professor Catherine Kinsey. So I've been teaching at the University of Laverne for 7 years and I've been in education for 17 years. So for this video this week, I want to talk about first how the course is structured. I'm going to give a brief lecture on SAMR and ISTE standards, and then I'll go into the assignments for week 1. All right, so how will this course be organized? So I will be using an app called Slack. It's both an app and a web-based program, and I will post a weekly announcement just like this one every Sunday. If you need to get in touch with me otherwise, Slack messages are good or email is good, kkinsey@laverne.edu. Both of those work for me. All right, so I like in 407 to follow the model of learn and then create and reflect. So you'll have 2 to 3 assignments to study and learn, and then 2 to 3 assignments where you create from what you learned. All right, so this is a mini lecture, just a quick little taste of 407. The first thing I want to talk about is SAMR. When we're talking about technology in the classroom, SAMR is one way of measuring the level of meaning and effectiveness of that technology. So a lot of us, when we went to school, the technology was just a computer. We weren't really doing anything creative or exciting with that technology. And so I want you to not judge your learning based on what you experienced in the past as a student, but what is possible, what could happen. And so SAMR is just a measurement. The idea of SAMR is when you're using a new technology, is that technology substituting, augmenting, modifying, or redefining the learning. So we want to think of the technology through the learning. So this is not a technology class where I'm going to teach how to use Google. This is technology where in a class we're going to say, okay, if I use these Google things, that will enhance learning by doing X, Y, Z. And I like this diagram here because it just shows you that the farther you go in SAMR, the more creative you are, the deeper the learning. So the first level is substitution. Substitution means I'm replacing something. So I'm replacing a pencil with a keyboard. You're not really enhancing learning. You could still have good learning going on. I'm not judging learning. I'm just saying you're not making it any more deep or exciting or higher level of understanding. The second level is augmentation. So think of a dictionary. When you look up a dictionary, you're looking through it, you find the definition, but it might not give you a lot more information, right? What do I do with this word? What's the correct context of that word? But when students are using an app or an extension like Grammarly, which you've probably used in the past, it's more than a dictionary, right? It's going to offer suggestions of writing. It's going to offer suggestions in grammar. So it's taking a traditional tool, replacing it, and then adding just a little bit extra as a resource. A modification is when you take something that existed in the past, you make it technology-based, and you add usually multimedia. So you've probably all seen these All About Me, Star Student sort of presentations in the past, right? These posters, my kids all did all of those. If you were to replace that with a slide presentation or a Prezi presentation or something in Canva, an interactive poster in Canva, then you can add video, you can add sound, you can add so many more levels to understand the student than just drawings. And then redefinition is when you are using technology in a way where you could not do that learning without it. So here you see students in a little TV studio, right? That technology would not be possible in the same way without that. So their learning would not be possible in the same way. So just a brief introduction. As you think of the course, I want you to really think, I'm not thinking about technology that I used as a student. I'm thinking about how could technology be used in my future classroom in a deeper way that enhances learning rather than just being an add-on to something. All right. We'll be looking at the ISTE standards in this class. ISTE stands for International Society for Technology in Education, and is the international technology standards for schools. Weeks 2 to 4 will be the ISTE standards for students. So you'll be learning about these 7 strands here and how students can use technology. Then weeks 5 through 8 will be the ISTE standards for educators. So you'll be learning how you can use technology as a teacher to enhance the classroom experience, enhance your own experience, and improve it for everyone. Okay, some frequently asked questions about this course. Should I follow Blackboard or the syllabus? Blackboard and the syllabus conflict. Which one do I follow? You follow Blackboard, okay? The syllabus is sort of my master plan, but as things change throughout the semester, as students have questions, as assignments don't go the way that they should, then I'm making changes. So follow Blackboard. Sometimes students are like, but what if there's something that's on the syllabus? I don't want to be surprised. There are no hidden assignments. Every assignment that's part of your grade is going to be on Blackboard. Do I accept late work? I do. It's crazy times. I can only accept it up to a certain point, because then you get to the point where you're asking for, really what you're asking for is not late work, but an incomplete in the class. And the university does not like to grant incompletes just because you ran out of time. Okay, so we have 8 weeks. If something's 5 days late, 6 days late, that's understandable. But at some point, you become so far behind that now you're asking for an incomplete, and then that's a lot more serious conversation. All right, let's take a look at this week specifically and what is required. There are 4 assignments this week. There's an Ed puzzle, a Slack, joining Edpuzzle, joining Slack, Slack introductions, and taking our first look at ISTE. So let's look at Blackboard. Here we are in Blackboard. The home page for Blackboard is going to be announcements. The most recent information will appear here. Under course overview, you can find information on our textbook. There's a video about myself, the syllabus, and the scheduler here. This is a link to the Slack homepage, and this is a link to your grades. So here we are in week 1. The first thing I want you to do is click on this link and join Edpuzzle. You're going to sign in with I would say your Laverne Google account, but I think any account is fine. You're going to join the class, and that's all you have to do is just join the class and you'll get the points. If you have any difficulties joining the class, please email me right away. The second task is to join Slack. Slack is both an app and a web-based communication tool. This allows us to replace some of the communication we lose by taking an online class. So if we were in a classroom together, we would have opportunities to have live discussions. We don't have that opportunity as well on online, especially asynchronous. And so what I'd like you to do is join Slack, and we will have conversations via text on the Slack app. So it's a messaging app that's used by businesses and universities. And so you'll be able to chat back and forth. There'll never be a requirement to be on video. And sometimes it will be asynchronous, which means you'll just post on your own time. And then in the second part of the semester, you'll be Slack chatting live with a group. Then you're going to do the Slack welcome post. This is an asynchronous. You'll go into Slack, and in the channel introductions, you will answer these 3 questions. So 3, 2, 1. 3 places you'd like to visit, 2 goals you have for this course, and 1 way you use technology when you were a student in K-12 school. Then you're going to click on these links, which are assigned in our Edpuzzle classroom, and watch the Edpuzzle videos on the ISTE standards, which is what we'll be using in this course. And then after you've watched that, you will go to the Slack channel, Get to Know ISTE, and you will answer these questions. I know that some of these platforms are new and different, and so I'm hosting an optional Zoom this week on Wednesday, October 26th at 6:30 p.m. You don't have to come, but if you want to come, you can come and ask any questions you have about the class or the syllabus or anything at all. If you're having any difficulties with any of the programs, that is a time to come and get some support. I hope you have a really fantastic first week, and I'll be in touch soon. All right, take care. Bye.